back of my mind, I repeat them one by one. I need it when I'm falling apart, and bury my head in your hands and heart. I come undone. Want you close to me, close to me, close to me, oh close to me. When I don't have the words to breathe, your honesty would throw me a line. It took me by surprise, but I don't mind anymore. I'm wrestling with graceful poison, straining just to hear your voice in the noise. Want you close to me, close to me, close to me, oh close to me. When I don't have the words to.
Hi. You look so handsome.
Look very nice. It is puffy.
Are you ready?
We're gonna be puffy. I'll be standing over here walking down the aisle. The dancers.
Close to me, close to me, close wash over me, let me fall from my surroundings. Take over me, over every rushing memory, if only for a moment. Oh, this could be my last chance. Sail on with me, up here we know we're safe from the crashing wind. And talk to me from the lungs of the air your heart is breathing, if only for a moment. Oh, this could be my last chance. Me in the grip of your arms, far from where I want to see the other side. Show me where to go. Oh, this could be my last chance. Buried underneath, if you look any further than the storms up here, lines all fade in time. Oh, this could be my last chance. Me in the grip of your arms, far from where I want to see the other side. Show me where to go. Oh, this could be my last chance.
Who gives Sarah to be married to Tony today?
Her father, her brother, and I do.
We gather here today to celebrate a promise that these two have been waiting to make for over 1,680 days. But their story begins in 2011, when Tony was a cashier at Walmart and Sarah was a way too frequent shopper. They were fast friends right from the beginning, quickly going from hellos and how are yous to talking every day outside Walmart after Tony asked Sarah to look up his band Beneath the Machine on Facebook. After many months of friendship, finally came the day Sarah had long waited for Tony to ask her out on their first date, to Friendly's for ice cream. When retelling me the story of their first date, Tony and Sarah began laughing before we even got to the date. They told me it began with Sarah sitting at a table at the restaurant, waiting for Tony. When he arrived, he saw her through the glass door. Excited, he rushed up to the door and went to open it. The only problem was that this door was not an entrance. It was a fire exit. And by the time Tony stopped trying to open the door and looked up, he realized that he was making eye contact with his date. Of course, Sarah looked away and pretended like she didn't see. And eventually, Tony did get inside, and from then on, their date started off with laughter. As they continued to tell me about the special moments of their 10-year-long relationship, I began to notice a few themes about their love, including endless loyalty, perseverance, and most of all, contagious laughter. Even when Tony asked Sarah to marry him at the ice castles, he surprised her with a little bit of laughter. Tony had asked the photographer to take a goofy photo of them, which was no surprise to Sarah, as this was something that they did often. Sarah began to pose with a silly face, and as the photographer went to snap the photo, Tony dropped to one knee and held out her ring. Sarah and Tony further shared with me some of the accomplishments they made and some of the obstacles they faced throughout the years of their growing up together. Sarah stood in the sometimes dangerous crowds of every Beneath the Machine show, and Tony cheered in the stands of Sarah's much safer college graduation. Together, they navigated through college and the beginnings of their first careers. Their love stood strong throughout the process of buying their first home, and most recently, through the postponing of their October wedding due to the pandemic. Each of their stories showed me, whenever these two had been faced with a closed door or with an obstacle, they continued to find a way through it together, even if that obstacle was a restaurant fire exit. But today isn't just about the past. It's also about a promise for the future and many more memories which lie ahead. Today is about a promise to love and honor each other, a promise to keep doing what you two have already shown everyone in this room. From what I've seen of you two, I know your relationship will be an example to follow. Keep finding ways to grow together, no matter what the future throws your way. Rely on these foundations you've built as your bond grows stronger throughout your marriage. And now, we will go to the vows. And Tony, we'll begin with you.
I'd like to start off with a story. In September of 2019, my band was playing our first weekender in quite some time, a show with both travel dates on Saturday and Sunday. We played our first ever festival in Rhode Island, and then played a small show in Haverhill the day after. The promoter hadn't advertised the event in Haverhill at all in the months prior, so inevitably there was a small crowd. Sarah asked me how the show was going, and I complained that there wasn't anyone here because of poor promotion. So after a grueling day at her nursing school, she, on a whim, surprised me by coming down to the show right then and there and stayed the whole night for me. I was so overcome with love and care at that moment because that was the best recent example of the kind of love Sarah has for me. So I vow to you, Sarah, to do everything in my power to give you that same love and care that you've shown me countless times over the last almost 11 years and will continue to show for the rest of our lives. I vow to give you my all at my best and to try my best even at my worst. I vow to always be by your side, especially when the going gets tough. I vow to be fair and admit when I am wrong and own my apology when I need to. I vow to be an exemplary husband, partner, and one day, father to our children. But most importantly, I vow to love you unconditionally until the day I see you on the other side and beyond then.
Well, that was nice. Okay. There's so many ways that I could start my vows to you, Tony, but I want to start by thanking you for loving me for the last 10 years, 7 months, and 13 days. When I reflect on all the time we've gotten to spend together, all I can think about is how grateful I am that we got to grow up together. With you by my side, you helped me grow into the person I've always wanted to be, and without you, I wouldn't be who I am. You never hindered me, you've always encouraged me, and you let me spread my wings and caught me every time that I fell. You were there for all of my ups and downs, all of my accomplishments and disappointments, and held my hand through it all. You supported me for many years when I thought I wanted to be a doctor, and you supported me that one time I ugly cried in the Uno's parking lot with the realization that I didn't want to go to medical school anymore and I wanted to become a nurse instead. You even supported me that short period of time in between where I said I didn't want to do anything in healthcare and I was going to be an artist and draw for Disney instead. That dream didn't last very long, but your support and belief in me and everything that I could achieve never wavered. You've always been my biggest fan and my very best friend. I know this is the part where most people say, wow, I never knew the person I met years ago would be the person standing before me today. But if I said that, I would be lying. I knew from the moment that I met you that you were the one for me. I had found the second part of my heart and you made me feel complete. I even told you a year in that I would marry you. You brushed me off, but here we are. Little did you know, I knew even before the 1 year mark that we would get married someday. And I've never been more happy to have been right about something. Today, surrounded by all of our loved ones, I choose you to be my husband. For as long as we both shall live, I vow to you that I will be a loyal and a loving partner. I vow to support every single one of your dreams. I vow to encourage your talents and to always be the one in the front row screaming in the crowd. I vow to be by your side for every obstacle and challenge and all of our accomplishments we face, as I know whatever we go through, we'll do it together side by side. I'm so happy from today on that I will finally be your wife, though you may have called me your wife once or twice already. I promise to not only be just your wife, but also your best friend. I'm so thankful for every day we've spent together, and I look forward to the beautiful future we are about to make. I love you more than you will ever know. Woo! Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anthony, take this ring and place it on Sarah's finger, and repeat after me. Sarah, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment to you, now and forever.
One more time.
Sarah, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
Sarah, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you, now and forever.
and commitment to you now and forever.
Now, Sarah, take this ring and place it on Anthony's finger, and repeat after me. Anthony, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
Anthony, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you, now and forever.
and commitment to you now and forever.
Anthony, do you take Sarah to be your lawfully wedded wife for as long as you both should live?
I do.
And Sarah, do you take Anthony to be your lawfully wedded husband for as long as you both should live?
Heck yeah, I do!
I've been waiting a long time to say this part. By the power vested in me by the state of Massachusetts, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the long-awaited Mr. and Mrs. Anthony Ritchie.
Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. And baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. And maybe it's all part of a plan. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. Well, maybe we found love right where we are. And we found love right where we are.
One more time for Mr. and Mrs. Ritchie.
They met at Walmart where he was a cashier. She and I went there to buy her dad some beer. You see, Sarah was dating another, but he just would not do. So over to Tony's line, I took her through. With each other, they were so shy, glancing downward as they both mumbled hi. He bragged of his band. BTM, he quipped, the best metal band in the entire metal land. I paid for our purchase, but he gave her the receipt. And his hand, it did linger as he gently touched her tiny fingers. Take the first page. Sorry, I wanted to do this without the glasses. Time marched on, they became fast friends. She baked him Black Friday cookies and visited him often. But Walmart has baloney. I witnessed the very beginning of them, believing I knew how this story might end. Then, the dude she was dating broke up with her by text. Tony found out, and he knew what he would do next. So after work on Facebook, he sent a message of hey. And as we now know, that one small word led us here today. She went to BTM band practices, met most of these guys, invited to a sad cafe show, asked if she was Alicia, made her a bit ticked, wondering, did he have a girlfriend? Was he really just a jerk? Of course not. Sara was the one Tony was waiting for. He wasn't going to let her have any doubt. So he let her know as they shared their first kiss that this is what it was all about. The years so quick they flew right by, just as fast as a blink of an eye. So off to the ice castles they did go, where Tony proposed as he knelt in the snow. The whirlwind of announcements, the engagement party, pictures and such, college and work and wedding planning to do. And of course, a hashtag countdown on all Facebook posts of the number of days until they say, I do. 1,686. So busy the kids were, all the planning was getting done. Their biggest concern, a hurricane making their honeymoon undone. Finally, 2020 arrived, but then March. Oh, it hit us all so hard and blowing apart their wedding plans like a house of cards. COVID-19, quarantines and masks, the riots, dust storms, elections, court cases, riots, and more riots, then variants. And what the heck? Murder hornets? Really? House hunting and financing, oh my, what a headache. Oh yeah, one more thing for 2020. You know that freshman 15? That's nothing compared to fighting off the COVID-20. Oh yeah. Sadly and completely heartbroken, it had to be done. The dreaded wedding date delay. But then comes 2021, such a relief. With vaccines being injected and restrictions finally being lifted, it allowed new save the dates to be sent to you all to announce 8/28/21 would be the new day. Although for the kids, finding a house was such a pain, it did result with the purchase of their beautiful home at 1 Upstone Lane. The stressors they had were both large and small. Sara and Tony worked together as a team through them all. So with this I close, and I, along with Billy, Tom, and Michelle, ask you to raise your glass to our kids, Tony and Sara, wishing you both a lifetime of loving each other in complete happiness. I love you both.
My name is Robin, and I am lucky enough to be Sara's best friend and maid of honor. Before I start, I just want to say thank you to allowing us to plan your wedding and with you, and thank you to all the special people who made today possible, both of your parents, the entire wedding party, and especially tonight's bartenders. Sara, Tony, thank you for taking me on this journey with you. It's been the perfect day, and we all still have plenty of celebrating and dancing to do. And I have to say, out of all the weddings I've been to over the years, this one has definitely been the most recent. Kidding, Teresa, everything is spectacular, gorgeous, and we could not have asked for better weather and a better day. Sara and I became friends 20 years ago this September when I bribed her into a friendship with half a cookie. Not even a full one, just half. Ms. Gilbert, our first grade teacher, separated us so we could meet new people, and obviously that didn't have the intended effect. And that afternoon, on that first day of first grade, I was introduced to her mother as her very best friend, and in her words, the absolute very cutest. And that is a title I am happy to pass on to Tony today. The best friend part, I'm still the cutest. That's still me. Sara met Tony when we were still in high school over 10 years ago. They met when she went through his register at Walmart. I should have known that in that instant, he was special because no one needs to go that many times. In 1 week, no one. And I met Tony on one of their very first meetings at the Sad Cafe. We went to see his band play. And I was skeptical at first, I won't lie. When I thought about her meeting her Prince Charming and during our childhood, I did not think he would wear more makeup than she did. But she was so happy, and I figured, let's give this guy a chance. And turns out I like him way more than I originally planned. And they were crazy about each other from the start. And when she told me that he sang Phantom of the Opera, I knew she was a goner. And it didn't take long before it was clear that they were the perfect fit. And I knew they would get married the moment they danced to All I Ask of You at our after prom party, just them alone on the dance floor like a match made in heaven. Tony, you're the luckiest man in the world. You will leave today with the most warm, loving, and selfless person I've ever met. And Sara, you're leaving today with a man who is funny, handsome, charming. Tony, I'm having a hard time reading what you wrote here, so you're gonna have to tell us the rest later. I am so happy that the two of you found each other. You have already had the blessing of celebrating so many milestones together, and now you are embark on your greatest adventure yet. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't marry the person you can live with. You marry the person you can't live without, which is exactly what Sara and Tony have done. So let's raise a glass to them. Sara, Tony, I'm wishing you a lifetime of laughter, love, and so many congratulations on your happily ever after. Congratulations. I love you both so much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cliff McKenzie, one of Tony's best men, and I've been asked to say a few words tonight. This is where I'm supposed to share with Sara things I know about Tony from our long friendship. This is a bit of a hard thing to do when two people have known each other for so long, as you two have. So I thought I would talk a little bit about Tony and our history together. I know that if I go into public, there's a chance that Tony will ask every stranger that we meet if they like bone-in or boneless wings. Or one day he will show up wearing a purple Joker jacket or face paint. And I know that his big butt has broken several of my mother's lawn chairs.
Love you, Pam.
I know what you're all thinking. How could someone possibly have the patience to put up with Tony for literally half of their life? I met Tony 15 years ago during his karate phase, kickstarting the long journey of shared interests together. From marching band to dance crews, Tony was not only passionate in his interests, but also passionate about making people laugh. There's no other person I would sit in a stadium watching people play video games for 9 hours. This is why I put up with this goofball. While I poke fun, I believe Sara sees something in Tony that I see. Tony, your sense of adventure is brilliant, and your creativity is inspiring. And while you drive me nuts, you have a larger heart than anyone I know. Which brings me to you, Sara. For 10 of those 15 years, you have been Tony's partner. Thank you for swooping in and giving me a break. No one should feel more accomplished today than you. You have done the impossible. You have tamed the eccentric rock star that is Tony. I would like to share a short story with you. One summer night, on the way to Bull Moose with some of the guys, Tony nervously says that he wants to tell us something. He explains that he is going to propose and asks us what we think. I tell him there isn't anyone that should get married more than the two of you. I can confidently say that even today, I stand by those words. Beneath his playful exterior, Tony is truly the most honest and loyal man I have had the privilege to call friend.
All right.
Not only a king of kings, but the noblest of knights, who would fight and protect anyone close to him. I know he will take care of you, and I know you'll take care of him. You two are absolutely perfect. To Tony and Sara, the perfect couple.
I've known Tony for a number of years now, and he's been a relentlessly positive experience in my life. And I was basically just getting done with thanking him for this seat at his wedding and this seat in his life. I basically don't know anybody better than you two. Like, the two of you are absolutely perfect together, and thank God Cliff brought that up before I could, because I'm just not good at this. Last night I was asking you a song that I knew that the two of you danced to at your engagement party, and it was Perfect by Ed Sheeran. And, you know, the lyric that kind of stands out in that, at the end of that song, is that you look perfect tonight. And looking at you, looking at her, listening to those words was absolutely perfect. And it was beautiful. And I know that if Tony had written that song instead of Ed, the lyric would be, you look perfect tonight, today, tomorrow, every moment and every minute. The two of you are the absolute most beautiful people that I know. And thank you so much for just inviting me along for the ride. I had to fight the urge to basically tell a bunch of dumb jokes, but here's a couple. The two of you remind me of, like, Zorro and Elena, or Wesley and Buttercup, like a beautiful princess and a goofy-looking dude that dresses mostly in black. One of my favorite pictures in the known universe is the two of you on what I'm going to call your pre-first date. I don't know. I don't understand math. It's the Alicia picture where Tony is in absolute full corpse paint and Sarah Beth is just putting up with it. And it's one of those things that I think I saw in that moment that they eventually saw in each other. Because this is the other thing that I just told Sarah Beth in the hallway, because I was nervous about saying in front of people, but you were the second person to know that the two of you were going to get married. I was the first. The two of you are absolutely perfect together. You're wonderful together. There are no words to explain it. I just have to tell you I love you. And I'm sorry, that's not exciting. But the two of you are perfect. There's no words for it. I love you. Thank you so much for every single thing that you've ever done for me. And somebody please take this microphone away from me.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest dad on the face of the earth. I never considered myself a lucky person until I met my wife. As parents, we all want what's best for our children. Good health, good fortune, a good life filled with happiness and joy. Imagine how lucky we feel today as Michelle and I officially welcome Sara into our family. Some years ago, I told Tony how lucky he was to have found the perfect partner for him. Early on, Sara convinced me in no uncertain terms that she had Tony's best interests at heart, and she would always be there for him. We've been so lucky to have a son who is such a source of pride, who impresses us all the time, and who we've seen reach that level of happiness that as parents we've hoped and prayed for. We've seen Sara and Tony grow as a couple, grown closer together, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for them, since we know that whatever comes their way, they will experience it together. We've also been lucky to welcome Bill, Teresa, and Doug into our family, along with many new friends. The future is wide open for Tony and Sara, and Michelle and I are confident that the future will be a bright one. Michelle and I love the two of you very much. We know you love us too. We can't wait to see how great a life you have together as Mr. and Mrs. Ritchie.
Is this the little boy at play? I don't remember growing older. When did they? When
did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. Place the gold ring around her finger, share the sweet wine and break the glass. Soon the full circle will have come to pass. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears.
Your mom and I are a mess, seeing you in that dress. Our little girl is now grown, and I remember how sweet when you danced on my feet. Now you stand on your own. You'll always be my little girl, my whole life, my whole world, my little girl. This dance is more than just a dance. It gives me one more chance to show the world how proud I am of you. And as we dance, dance around this room like we did when you were two. My little girl, this dance is just for you.
And a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. of a precious child and know a mother's love.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't
Oh,
control
yeah.
yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Sarah and Bill are coming for you, so do not run from them. Jump on board. Yeah, get out there. You might as well get out there now, because he's going to come get you in a second.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you fight it till you try to do that conga beat.
I know the light grows darker down below, but in your eyes, it's gone before you know. This is the moment of just letting go. She said, if you had life eternal, can you hear me say your name forever? Can you see me longing for you forever, forever? Would you let me touch your soul forever? Can you feel me longing for you forever, forever? We dance once more. I feel your hands are cold. a story.